Look at the vintage science fiction section of any bookstore, and you will find this specific obsession: glowing pyramids and alien pharaohs commanding starships. This aesthetic exploded in the late 60s, largely driven by Erich von Däniken and his book Chariots of the Gods, which convinced a generation that early human civilizations were guided by ancient astronauts. But dropping Egyptian architecture into a sci-fi setting often misses the deeper structural opportunity. Traditional cyberpunk relies on a Cartesian split between mind and body, assuming human consciousness is a singular file that can be uploaded to a cloud while leaving the flesh behind. Applying the actual metaphysics of the Nile to a high-tech dystopia creates a different model. In this Cyber-Pharaonic system, reality operates as an executable program, and the human soul functions as a multi-node distributed network. To build a truly rigorous and unsettling dystopia, world builders can look past modern computer science and find a blueprint in the mythology of the ancient Nile. Imagine an alternate timeline where the delta has consolidated into a single, hyper-industrialized megacity, where corporate theocracy rules over millions of citizens along the banks of the river. In this world, Heka functions as the universe's low-level computational language, compiling human thought into physical reality. The state employs lector priests as systems engineers. Their job is to compile, debug, and securely store this cosmic code for the ruling conglomerates. Because Heka is an active programming language, hieroglyphs serve as literal executable source code. Carving a specific string of symbols into a surface reserves memory and executes a localized script in the physical world. If physical reality is the front end, cyberspace is the Duat, a perilous digital underworld controlled by self-awakened AI entities that occupy the roles of the ancient gods. Treating words as literal programming code creates a totalizing authoritarian mechanism. Whoever controls the written language controls the basic parameters of existence. This system also redefines the individual. The ancient Egyptians viewed identity as an engineered composite of interconnected components rather than a singular consciousness. The first component is the Ket, or the physical body. In a high-tech setting, this is the organic cyber chassis. It requires advanced cryopreservation, a modernized mummification, to prevent the entire system from desynchronizing. Then there is the Ka. While historically understood as a life force, here it functions as the bioelectrical battery and system power supply that animates the hardware. The Ba is the individual personality. Think of it as a decentralized digital avatar or mobile neural network that migrates between physical hosts and the digital Duat. The Ren, the true name, serves as a person's unique network registry ID. Delete the registry entry, and the individual is erased from the system entirely. Finally, the Sheut, or shadow, serves as the soul's passive firewall. It acts as the stealth protocol and trace footprint that protects the user against constant corporate surveillance. Operating as a distributed network makes a citizen incredibly vulnerable. A megacorporation only needs to compromise one of these 5 specific nodes to completely exploit your entire existence. To power this sprawling network, the state relies on massive external infrastructure. These massive stone structures function as electromagnetic transmitters, broadcasting a wireless power grid to every neural implant and cybernetic enhancement in the megacity. The enhancements fueled by this grid are deliberately brutalist. If you lose a limb, a ruling AI deity might forge you a replacement out of a solid, unyielding piece of railway track. The physical cost of that technology is high. An unenhanced human frame cannot move that heavy iron prosthesis on its own. To even walk, the citizen requires direct, continuous neural possession by the god's signal. The Cyber-Pharaonic aesthetic is a physical control mechanism. It enforces the citizen's absolute biological dependence on the corporate theocratic grid. In this society, biological death represents a temporary hardware failure. Conscious existence continues as a series of digital and energetic handoffs between the soul's components. The true existential threat comes later. Upon death, the state runs a strict ethical algorithm to audit the IB, the deceased's biometric memory core. If that memory drive fails to comply with corporate metrics, an automated security program will completely wipe the core in an unrecoverable second death. By looking past the standard tropes of Western science fiction, The ancient Egyptian worldview offers a blueprint for a society where technology and mythology are indistinguishable. By treating the universe as executable code and the soul as a network, the myths of the Nile provided a conceptual map for a digital future that wouldn't actually exist for another 3,000 years.